leave me alone, boss. Leave me alone.
And then when the boss leaves you alone, you go like, I never see my boss. I don't know what he wants. And I don't have any guidance. I don't have any alignment. He keeps changing our one-to-ones and postponing it. And then you're not happy either way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like people are just generally unhappy.
Yeah, correct. So the analogy I give is the kite on a string. The kite thinks, no, this string is holding me down. Every time I want to fly by this string. But he forgets that if he cuts a string, it's going to come crashing down because kites need strings. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our episode of Career Success with Adrian and Yan. It's another Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yes. It's been a crazy year this year. I know we are moving into November now. The first 3 months went fast. The third quarters disappeared.
Everything
into the ether.
disappeared.
And now we are just
looking forward to the year end.
Couple of weeks away from Christmas.
Or
vacation.
whenever this episode comes out.
Yes, correct. This episode is going to come out sometime in November. But as Christmas comes around the corner, we as a kid, we always have a Christmas wish.
Yeah. No. I'm too practical for that crap. I mean, I don't know about you, but I never believed in Santa.
I never believed in Santa too, but I fortunately had parents who if I told them I wanted this toy, they would get it for me, even though. But
that's nice.
But I've been very reasonable and not too
youngest
expensive.
Child, right?
Yes, I don't ask for expensive toys. It's okay. But a lot of times we have career wishes, and sometimes if you wish for something too badly and you get it, you might regret it. So
yes, yeah, we say that a lot. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. It just might come true, and it's never quite what you imagine it to be.
So today we're going to talk about career wishes. Okay, today we're going to talk about career wishes. My name is Adrian, and I'm the CEO and founder of Career Agility International. And with me is Yan, our executive director and super coach. And we help individuals like you to achieve career success. Now, talking about wishes, there was a Twilight Zone episode of Twilight Zone. Okay.
I never liked it.
This bunch of three kids.
I never liked it.
Okay, these three kids, very fun episode. They managed to catch a leprechaun.
Right. And
they say if you catch a leprechaun, he will grant you your wishes.
Isn't it the pot of gold that he's supposed to give up?
Yeah, correct. But you can also make him grant the wishes for you. Anyway, so the kid number one wishes, I wish my parents would listen to everything I say. And the leprechaun said, okay, wish is granted. And he goes back home and they're both parents are sitting down.
That's so creepy.
And then they go, hi mom, hi dad. And he had to give instructions like, okay, I want you to make me a cup of coffee. Then the parents walk over to the counter and go.
So they became robotic.
Yeah. And then you got to give her instructions on everything. So the kid had to give instructions because basically it's like, I wish my parents would listen to everything I say.
It's turned into.
So you don't minus robots.
No,
okay? So the second kid, cheeky little boy, he says, I want to have X-ray vision because he wants to see
and then
his
he
girls.
saw the worst things.
And then he had X-ray visions. He saw this girl he liked. He looked past the clothes. Suddenly he could see her lungs.
Yeah.
So and the third one I can't remember what it was. But they all moral story is sometimes be careful what you wish for because you might just get it. So we had this client also who wished for her dream job at one of the biggest beverage companies. Always wanted to join that company. And when she joined it, she was like, oh, shucks. It was just overwhelming. So today we're going to talk about why you should be careful with what you wish for.
It's a very clickbaity title you created.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't think it's bad to wish for your dream job. Work for it and then be very practical and have very clear expectations on what's good and what's not so good. You know how, okay, so I talk about this to my kids sometimes when they get into a bit of that idol worship, with K-pop stars or with some actors or whatever. And then I go like, I bet that person has bad breath. Just to give them a reality check. You admire the image of an idol and you don't realize that they're just as human as you, and that maybe their toes are ugly. I'm just going there just to, give a bit of reality and a bit of grounding.
Yeah. No, I think the biggest problem with wishing you had your dream job is that it does not exist out there.
No.
Yeah, because no job is a dream job. There's going to be ugly toes, bad breath.
The worst thing is when the word is job, it means you're being paid You're being paid to do something.
Work.
And if
work
it's
is called
work, yeah. And so when people say things like, oh, do your passion, you never work a day in your life. When you convert your passion into work, it's work.
It's work.
You got to start thinking about paying the bills. You got to start about thinking about business development and
the
selling your art.
And the dream job could exist out there, but it may not pay your bills.
Exactly.
Right? So
because if it's fun and if it's a passion project, right, it probably doesn't pay.
It's great that you can wish for your dream job, but the problem is, A, the dream jobs out there that may not exist. It's a fantasy unicorn job. But B, the bigger unhappiness that you get wondering that, no, I'm sure I could be happier somewhere else. And then even if you're in the job that you got, this doesn't seem like my dream job. No, I want it. So there's a certain degree of unhappiness that lingers because
sometimes they're just projecting. Maybe they're just projecting.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, sometimes, I wish I got a job that will pay me a lot of money where I don't have to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then you realize that you're bored. So bored.
Correct.
And you're never going to be actually happy.
And sometimes you look at someone who you think has a dream job.
But actually they're not. It's actually how they talk about it.
Duck on the water.
One of the things that sometimes when I'm describing the work that we do to people and other people, they go like, wow, your job sounds amazing. Yeah, I go like, well, yeah, I mean, there are good days and there are bad days.
Up and down.
But sometimes it's the way I position it.
Yeah.
And I'm going around there showing my
happy
side, the happy side of things. I'm not showing you the hard work side of things,
So that's why I think it's unhealthy to keep fantasizing about your dream job, especially
wishing for more.
Especially if you're already in a good job.
Relatively speaking.
Relatively speaking.
But then
again,
we don't know.
Sometimes you're in a happy place.
Yeah.
And you just have that itchy backside syndrome. You just want to try, that 7-year itch. I've been here for, So sometimes, like what I always say, if you're...
I should be paid more.
Yeah. If you are good where you are, don't leave just because you think that there's something
greener on the other side of the fence.
Because there's always...
When it's very green on the other side of the fence, because the manure is very deep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So aspire for a better job, but maybe not the dream job. And this other wish, career wish we always get is, we ask people, what do you want? If you had a magic wand, what would you wish for a new job? I wish I had a job that's not so stressful. It was easier to do.
Yeah, right.
Less workload.
Less stress, less work, less money, or worse, perceive less value.
Correct.
And then if the next re-op, you're the one that's out.
Yeah.
So you got to be very careful with that as well.
I agree. I think if you
and you don't want people to think, oh, he's so easy. Actually, we don't need him. Or if you go on leave and they say, yeah, I didn't even know you were away.
Okay. Unless your intention is to downshift, then you don't mind taking an easier job with less pay, smaller scale.
That requires strategic.
Yeah,
that requires strategic
is possible.
Movement,
but if you think that can take a less stressful job with same or more pay, I think that's once again going to ruin your expectations.
And the thing is this, the way you've described it sounds almost linear. It means less job equals less stress equals less money. But sometimes it's not so linear.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Less job can eventually become no money at all.
Yeah.
Or less work.
Or if you're lucky,
it's not a linear equation.
So if you're lucky, sometimes it's less job, more pay. So example, fun example.
Luck can be engineered, which I believe in.
Yes, fun example. So I had a friend who was a HR director in a tech company, and she was so busy and crazy. And basically she said tech companies really pay very well.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of stuff.
A lot of work, yeah.
But she luckily managed to land a HR VP job. Okay, similar level, paid was higher and less work. It was in private banking. And interestingly, it was less work because it's fewer moving parts.
Yes.
Right? But her job was managing the people in there, which she was really good at.
Yeah. So it was easier for her because of she was already good at it.
Yes, correct. So she chose the area. So it was less work, but she was better at it. So
or less work in her realm of thinking because it's actually easy for her to do it.
Yeah.
So it's something that she was a natural. It's like you're not forcing the snake to swim because
and
you're already a good swimmer.
And the hours were
fish.
better. Hours were better.
Good.
So
Excellent.
good. So something it does happen. So if you wish for shorter hours, easier job.
Try and make it happen.
Try to make it happen. It is possible, but don't have unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
And this one is something I wrote yesterday
Yes.
about leave me alone, boss. Leave me alone.
And then when the boss leaves you alone, you go like, I never see my boss. I don't know what he wants. And I don't have any guidance. I don't have any alignment. He keeps changing our one-to-ones and postponing it. And then you're not happy either way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like people are just generally unhappy.
Yeah, correct. So the analogy I give is the kite on a string. The kite thinks, no, this string is holding me down. Every time I want to fly by this string. But he forgets that if he cuts a string, he's going to come crashing down because kites need strings to keep. So that's why
being untethered is not a good thing.
No, correct. Unless you really know what you're doing.
But even then, you still want to align with your leader, because the moment your bosses stop talking to you, that means your runway is ending.
That's true.
That's not a good thing.
That's what I tell my kids as well. The day the teacher stops scolding you and telling you where you're going, he's given up. Your coach, your basketball coach has given up on you and saying, forget it, I'm not going to do it anymore. So I think, so if you wish your boss will leave you alone, you got to ask yourself, why is your boss bugging you? Why is he micromanaging you? And it's oftentimes a trust issue.
Yes.
So we need to be able to sit down and ask ourselves, why is my boss micromanaging me? Is it because I'm not giving enough confidence or trust? Then how do I build it?
Yeah, and that takes time. And a lot of nice clients that I talk to tend to absorb the blame for the mistrust. It takes two hands to clap. And there are some bosses that would be willing to have this adult conversation with you, and there are some that can't control what other people are thinking. So that's a whole other ball of yarn.
Yeah. One of the things that one of the bad habits that I have, is I don't like suspense movies. I like to see the ending.
Yeah.
I like to flip to the end.
I do that too, and I don't mind spoilers.
Yeah.
My son hates me when I give away the spoiler.
I know. So it's like
but I tell him to give me the spoiler, so I'm happy. So
it's like right now
suspense.
on Netflix, there's this movie out. I think it's just out this week. It's called Good Boy. It's about this dog in a haunted house. Okay, and everyone's asking, I only watch if the dog doesn't die in the end, because it's a cute little golden retriever.
Okay, please tell me how it ends.
I do not know how it ends. I'm not going to say it because I haven't watched it yet. This weekend we're going to watch it together as a family. It's a horror movie. It's a ghost story.
Really?
So,
your kids are okay with that?
It's a challenge, right? Because it's supposed to be quite creepy. We never watch ghost stories, but this will be fun.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no.
You gotta be prepared
for
to provide therapy for your family. Okay.
I think so. But the point is, a lot of times for me, I like to see the ending. And oftentimes I wonder, I'm 53 this year, where will I be at 60 or 65 or 70?
Does it matter?
Curious. And it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The same way we have clients who are in job search mode, they're so worried about where, I just wish I knew where I would end up for the next job. And
or they just wish they could see the end goal. They just want to know that this is the better option.
Yeah.
Like if I had 3 offers on hand,
Yeah.
which one would guarantee me long-term success? You know what I say?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they were religious, but even if they're not religious, I say go to the temple and shake the rods and have the rod come out and pick one from there. I mean, look at it's like the magic 8 ball.
It's random.
Or roll the dice.
Yeah. So
I mean, we have to reconcile to the fact that you're making a decision based on imperfect information.
Yeah, and it'll never be perfect.
And you'll never be perfect because we don't have that power to predict the future.
And only one thing is perfect: hindsight.
You
look back, done it. I should have done this.
And the thing about decision making is that decisions are not necessarily good or bad. Decisions are made with the amount of information that we have at this point. Yeah. And you have to reconcile with that and be okay with it and just keep moving forward.
Tell that to my investment portfolio, which I keep losing money on. But anyway...
I think you need to go see a feng shui master.
but the point is, sometimes you're so focused on the end goal. I wish I knew that you forget about the journey. So we've had clients who got retrenched. They get so stressed out over will I land a job, when will I land a job.
They didn't enjoy their fun employment.
Yeah, they didn't enjoy their fun employment. For 5 whole months, they were grouchy, yelling at the kids, kicking their dog, unhappy. And when they finally land a job with 2 offers on the table, or even 3.
Then they miss the afternoon naps.
Yeah. So sometimes take a breath.
Is it like because we're never happy?
Enjoy the process. No, I think you're right. Some of us are just never happy.
Yeah.
So
that's psychological already.
Yeah. So you gotta
go talk to someone.
Yeah. and the final career wish that you should never wish for, because I had this client.
Oh, I know.
For the longest time he's been wishing, I wish I had a long vacation.
And then he got retrenched.
But he was lucky because he got a nice package and he got his
the thing about vacation is that there's a constant outflow of funds.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. you gotta think about what that vacation means, because you're paying and you're not.
Yeah.
There's no income.
So once again, about retrenchments, there are good retrenchments, there are bad retrenchments. Sometimes you don't see it coming and you get whacked. Sometimes you have it coming and you get a nice package out of there. So no, we don't mean to make light of retrenchments, but sometimes it is a good opportunity for you to move out to try something different. That's
and
why you
also
have to be
regroup.
Yeah, but on the topic of long vacations, sometimes people talk about, I want to get a sabbatical. I want to get a sabbatical.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but they take a 3-month sabbatical, they come back and they find out that the job's no longer there.
Yeah.
Because, as
You
much
gotta
as the boss.
be prepared for that risk.
There's this lady, we know, she went on a maternity leave for 4 months. She came back and her desk wasn't even there. Her job wasn't there. She was still on payroll, but job wasn't there. And she didn't even know what happened. She came back. Her boss got retrenched. Her boss didn't tell her. She didn't even bother to check in. She just took 4 months off.
Yeah, that's
So,
tough.
so sometimes on a if you go on a long vacation and
People don't miss you.
and then something is wrong.
And then they replace you.
And then something is wrong. It's like, huh, you've been on vacation? Oh, we didn't notice.
Yeah, that's tough.
You're in trouble. So when it comes to long vacations, I think it's good that you plan for them. What's the longest vacation you ever had when you're working?
Maternity leave.
4 months. 3 months at a time.
Well, at that point in time, I wasn't Singaporean yet. So I didn't get the extra month.
No way. You mean you need to be
Yeah.
Singaporean and get 4 months?
I think it was 3 at the time. So I did 2 when I came back to work. That's okay, because I was headhunting and you don't want to stray too far from your desk anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, that's fine. I'm not fussing about it.
When the kids were young and when I was in headhunting, I used to do 1 month vacations, bring my laptop. This were the days when you working from wherever you were, being a mobile nomad wasn't a big thing yet. But when you're headhunting,
But the
you
point
can
is that
do
even
it.
on vacation, you never strayed from being contactable.
Yeah, correct.
That's not a vacation.
Yeah, but it was okay
But it
because
was for me, it was a mental.
you had stuff to do.
Because I had an infant to care for.
You had stuff to do. You had responsibilities.
It's very different than just taking time off to go on a trip, because your brain is still wired to your work. Or you're worried about the amount of work, the backlog that's waiting for you on your way back.
So that's why if you want to go on a long vacation, my advice is go to somewhere with no Wi-Fi or no 3G, 4G, 5G signals.
No,
which
that's
is like nowhere
dangerous,
now.
because that sounds like a horror movie of being marooned on some island in the middle of the South Pacific or something, and you can't get away, and then you have to have a friend called Wilson just to keep you company. No, that's not fun. But anyway, I mean, today's topic again was about, I think it's more about our psychological tendencies to wish for something. But you want to be practical, you want to be realistic, you want to always be planning, you want to always be thinking about what I can do to manage my career better, so that things are not so bumpy. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
And
Come talk to us if you have a question.
Yeah, and be careful of what you wish for, because sometimes you just might get it and you go like, uh-oh. But, I always believe that we should be wishing for things that are better.
I don't wish. Just make it happen.
And
Work
just
for
make it
it.
happen.
Yeah. Work for it.
Agreed.
You'll be fine.
In the meantime,
Yeah.
keep calm and carry on wishing.